always just say random stuff, and he would just make me crack up laughing.
No matter how much they wish they could,
He was just lovable.
Brandon Nielsen's wife Danielle and the couple's 5 children can't bring the deputy back.
I always knew my kids were pretty special, but I don't think I realized how special and strong that they are and protective they can be.
August 16th, 2012.
That morning, Brandon had been on the night shift.
Brandon and other St. John the Baptist Parish deputies responded to reports that a fellow officer had been shot.
Another person exited that trailer with an assault weapon and ambushed by 2 officers.
Anti-government extremists killed 2 of the responding officers.
So I thought, gosh, at least he would text me and let me know he's okay, surely.
Brandon Nielsen was one of the officers who died that day.
My daughter had just started 2nd grade with no front teeth in her mouth. And I can remember looking at her thinking, gosh, he was such a good daddy. And I remember thinking that, I remember telling him that. And everything changed from that day.
For years prior to her husband's death, Danielle and Brandon both had struggled with their weight. Now, while still grieving, Danielle had a whole new set of challenges to deal with, alone.
I knew how to be a wife. I was a pretty good wife. But I didn't know how to be a widow. It was something that I had never even considered I would ever have to be, especially not at 35.
Refusing to allow Brandon's death to overwhelm her, Danielle willed herself to be strong.
This is Miss Danielle Nielsen, day 1 of her journey. Woo!
Just 6 weeks after her husband's passing, Danielle joined Anytime Fitness in Destrehan, Louisiana.
I knew that she had kind of lost her place and that we had the team here to help her heal.
I wanted her to know she was loved here. I just wanted her to know that we cared about her and that we were here to help her.
Today Danielle is rocking a lovely shade of gray.
The personal trainer with whom Danielle has worked most closely is Brandon Hebert.
It began with wanting to change her identity from someone's life who was just shattered and broken into someone that was able to mold herself into a better person.
I didn't know I was actually gonna have to work out today. I really was banking on not.
After working with Brandon for just 10 months,
I like how you're picking new shit.
Danielle is down nearly 100 pounds from her heaviest.
I can do a lot more things than I ever thought I could possibly do.
And her spirits are way up.
Am I allowed to talk back to him?
You wake up and you make a choice every day that you have to be strong. For your kids, you have to be strong. If you have certain goals that you want to achieve, you have to reach inside yourself and find your strength. So it's a choice you make every day to be strong.
That's not to say that she doesn't have her down moments. When she misses her husband most, Danielle often lets go while running alone.
Sometimes you'll see me, it looks like I'm just sweating, but it's most of the time tears running down my face. I don't really like to fall apart in front of people.
He's got a ball and a band. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
The members love Danielle. She comes in and, everybody says hello. They all go up and hug her. She goes up to people and hugs them, and she's definitely loved here.
Food, you brought me food. I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I want them to say, this is, what happened to her, and this is how she reacted. This is how she overcame this tragedy in her life.
Gathered near a tree they planted to honor Brandon, the children also pay tribute to Danielle.
My mom's the strongest person in the world, and I believe that with all of my heart. She keeps us running, she keeps the family running, and I wouldn't want anything other than that.
Although they can't bring Brandon back, they can be sure of at least one thing.
I think he'd be proud.